Okay, there we go. All right, in 3, 2, 1.
Take off your shirts. Déshabillez votre chemise. Schnell, schnell, schnell.
I don't have cooties.
The Morning Stream. This car smells weird.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to TMS. It's the morning stream for November 13th, 2024. I'm Scott Johnson, and that is Brian Ibbett. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Are you
Good
ready?
Wednesday hump day morning to you.
You're ready for the Wednesday things? You know, like, I don't know. What's your favorite Wednesday? Do you have one? Have you ever looked back and said, man, that was a Wednesday?
Favorite Wednesday?
Yeah. Like a famous
no,
one?
I can't think of no, because I never think about what day of the week something was. You think of like, oh, what a great day that was. Got to go, Tristan and I went to the zoo and then we did this and, got pancakes and da-da-da. I couldn't tell you what day of the week it was. I could probably muster up what month and year it was, but
yeah,
not a day of the week.
Yeah, I don't think people think, unless you have a significant Christmas or Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving, because that's the third Thursday of every month or every November. Right. That I could see, but I don't think I've ever gone, oh, what a Wednesday that was. I don't.
What a Wednesday that was. I will always remember this as being the best Wednesday I ever had.
Yeah.
Usually not the case.
No, but we're going to make one of those happen today. Everybody in the chat will remember this
Darn
Wednesday.
right.
You're never going to forget. Anyway, I'd mentioned it in the pre-show, but I got back from giving some blood this morning, and you might say, "Oh, Scott, that's great. You're giving blood. What a civic thing to do, giving blood." No, it's for some labs. It's just every 3 months I got to go do this, and they took my blood, and it's fine. Everything's fine.
Got to check your T.
Yeah, they got to check my T. They got to check my my A1C. And what's the other one? Maybe it rhymes with it. What do you when you get your cholesterol checked? What's that? It doesn't rhyme with C or B.
No, it doesn't. What is that? Just a cholesterol check? I can't remember. There is a.
Oh, I know. What's with?
that test called?
There's one that rhymes. They checked my something E. There's a thing. Triglycerides. That's not it. Anyway, whatever it is.
Yeah.
They are checking for all that. It's all normal stuff. I do these here and there. My doctor's big on blood labs because there's so much that you miss if you don't do blood checking. You have a guy come in, you just go pap, 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 breathe for me. Let me look in your ear, turn and cough. It's not enough. You need to know what's pumping in there, man.
Exactly. Yes. There's a lot of information you can find in the blood. Yeah. Mine just happens to taste like Mrs. Butterworth's.
I love the taste of your blood, Brian.
I was serving it at Hash House a Go-Go a couple of years ago in TMS Vegas.
Yeah, they went to the Dupars out in the northern part of the city, and they dumped Brian's blood all over my plate.
Oh, dude, you're making me already craving Dupars for TMS Vegas. And nothing yet to announce, but I can announce that finally in discussions for locking down dates with them. We had dates in mind, obviously, and I checked all those against the Las Vegas event calendar, made sure there's no big things going on around that time, and now we've had some emails going back and forth with the fine folks at the plaza, so dates coming soon.
Nice. Look forward to it.
And room block codes coming soon, too.
Woo! Staying in your room, doing what you do. It's going to be great. Looking forward to it, as always. It's going to be a great year. Speaking of announcements, some of you must have already heard about it because I saw people on Discord talking about it. I don't know how they heard because I hadn't announced it yet. But the Frogpants limited edition 40-ounce stainless steel tumblers are available now on the store and are in both black and white. These are laser engraved. There's also videos on the site to show that off a little bit. One with the white one, one with the black one. And they're very cool. I think we already, I woke up this morning to like 12 orders without announcing it. So that tells me these are going to go fast.
People found them. Yeah, they found me, Marty.
They found me.
Yeah, these are cool because the when you wash off your tumbler, and this has happened with the tumblers we had in TMS Vegas. All the people signed. I did my best. I do my best when I clean it to not get any water or anything on the outside. I just wash off the inside if I need to.
Right.
And there's like a couple spots where some signatures and names came off. So that frog is not going anywhere.
No, that frog stays forever.
Yeah.
And to compare these are comparable to, say, like those Stanley ones you pay $55 for.
Yeah.
These are only $29.99 and free shipping in the U.S. If you live out of the U.S., apologies, can't control how international rates work. But in the U.S., free shipping. So go get yours at frogpants.shop. They are limited. There won't be that many. Speaking of which, here's the Vegas one. And I've decided not to use it because I don't want to lose anything.
Smart man.
Yeah. I wish I would have thought of that before I grabbed the handle where somebody had written something, and I can't read them now. But other than the handle, I'm going to leave the rest of this as pristine as possible if I can.
That's good. I've switched over to using my bike TMS one, or my TMS bike MS MS 151. So
it's a good idea.
This is the one I'm using because there's no signatures on here. This is safe. I can wash this off and not lose any names, that sort of thing.
Yeah. But stickers, whole different issue. You can put stickers on these. Do whatever you want.
Sure.
But anyway, if you want to go grab yours, it's available now. Frogpants.shop or frogpants.com. Either one will get you there. And they're going quick, so if you are seriously interested, you do not want to wait. All right. Yes. We got more camel. We got a camel email,
Yeah, which is good. It's been a hot topic, the camels.
It really has been. Domestic camels, where did they come from? What even are they?
How do they work?
Yeah, how do they work? We got one from Michael, currently in North Dakota, who says, "Hey, spit and bile because camels spit bile." Okay, real quick. That's a thing I just learned. I didn't know they spit bile.
I thought they just spit. I didn't realize they spit bile. That's gross.
Yeah,
camels were already gross, and now this just makes them even more gross.
So next time one spits at you at a zoo, just know that's freaking stomach bile coming at you.
They already make horrible noises. They smell.
Gross.
They can't decide between, do I have one hump? Do I have two humps? Geez, make up your mind, camel.
What a worthless piece of shit animal these things
That's
are.
That's right. And I know that's the difference between the dromedary and the whatever the bee is. The two hump ones are the bee camels, and the Bactrian camels.
That's it. Yeah. Oh yeah, because someone else called you that the other day in the email. They called you Bactrian.
Yep. Bactrian and dromedary, yeah.
Well, he says this. Attached was an article. I'm not including it here because it basically just confirms this. But anyway, it's about the red ghost of Arizona. The TLDR is for a decade from 1883 to 1893. So we're talking like cowboy times, A large male camel with a corpse strapped to its back terrorized the Arizona desert. It was eventually shot.
10 years.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
10 years. Can you imagine that? And it's the corpse. We're talking about a person strapped to it, not a other animal or whatever. Obviously, after 10 years, that corpse was probably just bones by the end. But anyway, pretty gross. It says it was eventually shot by a rancher. Why he felt the need to shoot it, I don't know. By that time, it wasn't hurting people. The camel was probably just introduced by a military project to use camels as beasts of burden across the desert. But because of smell temperament and the railroad project, it was scrapped. The animals were either sold or let loose to fend for themselves and scare the locals. Love the show, though, Michael. Yeah, I'd never heard that story before, and sure enough, it's a real thing. It made me think.
I want a movie. I want a movie adaptation of the Red Ghost of Arizona.
Yeah, call it Red Ghost, and do like what was it? Was it Rubber, the tire one?
Yeah.
If you can make a thing about a killer tire, you can make one about a killer camel with a corpse on its back, right? That's a movie that could happen.
Absolutely can. It is, it is just ready to be made. It's waiting. $1 million going to the first person who makes a movie or even a documentary about the Red Ghost of Arizona.
Exactly. I know Trachtenberg used to listen to the show. I doubt he is now because he's so busy. But if he's listening, Dan Trachtenberg, between your fancy Predator movies, maybe you could insert this.
Maybe take a break from Predator, or maybe do Predator meets Red Ghost and have it be a crossover film.
Oh, shit. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Michael from North Dakota, thanks for regaling us with this apocryphal tale that turned out to be true.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
It's cool.
Like
I want to know more. I might have to look up that article he sent you.
Nice.
Scott, yesterday in chat, I was talking a little bit about a show I'm watching, Disclaimer, starring Cate Blanchett on Apple TV Plus, and I was talking about how it's a bummer because it feels like the first misstep from Apple TV Plus that has had so far a stellar record with incredible programming. And somebody in the chat, and I wish I could remember who it was, said, "Stick with it, Brian. Watch the last 2 episodes." Because I had said I was on episode 5.
Right.
Tina and I watched the last 2 episodes last night. We were so engrossed in this thing, we stayed up past the time we usually go to bed because we wanted to finish this thing because we were so hooked on these last 2 episodes. And Scott, Apple TV redeems itself once again. This will be a future recommendal from me, but holy cow! Disclaimer.
Let me ask you a question about this. So yes. I know you're not going to spoil anything, but
I'm not, because this is a thing that could easily get spoiled.
Does it make it? Okay, so this is a hard question, and you could say this for a movie. It's just this is more drawn out because it's a series, but it's the same question. If a thing is troubling you early in the first 2/3 or whatever, but then it redeems itself in the end, is that okay? I mean, does it hurt the overall thing? Or like, would you give it a 10 otherwise, but you got to give it an 8 because of the struggle in the early bits? You know what I'm trying to
Because I wonder how many people, like the Rotten Tomatoes score, the audience meter is lower than the critic meter, and the critics probably watch the whole thing, whereas I wonder how many of those scores came from people just watching some portion of the first 5 episodes.
Yeah.
But it does. It can hurt you, right? Because Tina and I usually have a rule where if we don't like something in the first 3 episodes, then we leave it. This one we liked. Like, we really liked it, but I had one issue with a plot point that I'm not going to go into because that would reveal too much. And that plot point was much more important to the last 2 episodes and discussed in those last 2 episodes. But information was given in those first 5 episodes. Oh man, it's like I don't want to give anything away. There were things in the first 5 episodes that, in hindsight, seeing the last 2 episodes, made even more sense and made me like this show even more. Like, if I had time, I'm not usually a big, I just finished that series, let me start back over from the beginning and watch it again. But this is one that I would if I had the time, because things change so much in those first 5 episodes based on those last 2 episodes.
Okay. Fair enough. The way you've described this, it makes more sense to me now that I know who created it and directed it. And I didn't know this. Alfonso Cuarón did this whole thing, and that guy did Roma, Gravity, Children of Men, one of the greatest things ever made. The best Harry Potter movie, Prisoners of Azkaban. Like, that guy is a freaking great director. And I didn't know he did this, and he directed every episode. That's crazy.
He did. And I loved everything in that list except for Roma. I felt like Roma was meandering and boring and didn't deserve to win the Oscar, let alone be nominated for the Oscar. I thought it was like, this is
interesting.
But I loved Children of Men, Gravity, Y Tu Mama Tambien. I loved. I think he's fantastic, and this I'm back in, man, fully in.
All right,
it will be a future recommendal, but anybody who decides to watch it between now and then, I will warn you that there is some sexual violence. So if you're triggered by that, reach out to me, and I'll actually give you a way to watch the show and skip over it, because while it's important to the plot, it's something that can be avoided.
Okay.
So
you can skip it.
You can skip it, exactly.
Okay.
And I can give timestamps to skip it. So
all right, look at that. This is a service you're providing. It's fantastic.
absolutely, because it's so worth seeing. It's so good, and I don't want that to be something that keeps somebody from watching it, because the rest of it is powerful, and Kate Blanchett is just amazing. Sacha Baron Cohen is understated. Brilliant and understated.
I like him in stuff like this where he's not a wackadoo. He's just like a normal actor.
Yeah, just normal dude. Cody Smith McPhee.
Oh, I like that kid.
Just always just I can't stop looking at the kid.
Yeah.
He always looks like Nightcrawler, whether his skin is peach colored or blue.
Yeah. Nah, he's great. I like him a lot.
He's great.
I recently rewatched the Road, and he was the kid in The Road.
Oh yeah, right.
He's so good in that. Like, that was a star-making performance, obviously, and he's done nothing but amazing stuff since. But man, he's good in that. If you haven't seen The Road and you want to be nice and depressed, watch The Road. It's really good.
For sure.
Wow.
For sure.
All right.
Anyway,
all right. So big thumbs up in the end.
Big thumbs up, and maybe I won't now use it as a recommend because I've gushed about it so much, but. Depends on if I watch anything between now and next Wednesday. I might use this.
Ooh, I also like Adrina Varna. I didn't know she's Varma. She's the Game of Thrones lady.
Who did she play in this?
Shoot.
Say?
Yeah, her name in this is. She's the narrator of all 7 episodes.
Yes.
Okay, so she just does voice stuff. I love her though.
God, and that narration is important to this show.
I love her. I feel like we just talked about
it's
her.
It's not just setup and stuff, man. The narration is very, very very key.
Okay, well, I'm gonna watch it. It looks great. Plus, it's got Kate Blanchett. I never turned that down. So.
Yeah.
Well, alrighty then. Oh, and hi to Logan. We were supposed to say hi to him.
Oh yeah, and Dear Varm, I know him. Yeah.
Yeah. So chat or Logan, hi.
Yeah, she was Sand Snake. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Logan.
Hi, Logan.
Hi.
How you doing, buddy? We got a request from your mother to say hi.
Two sus grandmas, Scott and Brian.
That's right.
Talking to you from the radio.
He's on his way to school. I hope you learn today and stay out of trouble. No smoking in the boys' room. Any of that stuff. All right.
That's right.
Excellent. We're going to get to the Monday half-asses, Tadpooly feud. That's Wednesday. That's today. And that means I'll take the fourth caller. One of you could be part of today's tomfoolery, but I need to add Dunaway to the call first.
Mm-hmm.
That will happen shortly. And then I'll take one of you. Again, fourth caller. I'll take any of the fourth callers.
Wait a minute.
If you're fourth, I'll take you.
How does that work?
Yeah.
I'll take any of the fourth callers.
I'll take all of the last 3 months of fourth callers all at once at the same time. We're going to have a giant room full of fourth callers. It's going to be fantastic.
I'll take 3/4 of the callers.
That's right. Dunaway ringing, but not. Oh, there he is. Okay, here we go. Enjoy. Hey, that sound means it's time to play a game, and Brian Dunaway is here to play it with us and probably win because he's having a real run lately. Dunaway, how are you?
No, hi, Scott and Brian. I didn't win on Monday. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but you came. You came to win.
Man, it was a toss-up. Remember? It was all like, she's a Brian Ibbett.
I mean, you showed up. You showed up, man. That's all. That's half the job is showing up.
Dude, I have if anyone ever asked me, hey, how are you so insanely not successful? And I go, just showing up, man.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to show up. That's
showing
honestly
50% of it.
You know what? I don't like the term or the phrase fake it till you make it. I like just show up because that's how you do it.
Yeah, just show up. That's what you do. I'm not faking. I am here. This is the real deal.
Yeah, I agree. Also, the real deal is 9 of 12, a.k.a. September.
September.
She is the fourth caller today. Hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm all right. How are you, my sunshines?
Oh, we're all doing great.
Aw.
I haven't been called a sunshine since my mom did it in about 1973. So thank you for that. I appreciate it.
It was a Wednesday. It was one of the best Wednesdays ever.
Best Wednesday I ever had. Never had a better Wednesday. Brian, explain on this Wednesday how this works and what 9 of 12 could win.
Will do. It's time to play the Tadpoolly Feud. I've surveyed the tadpole on some nerdy topics, and Scott and Brian are going to have to predict the answers that they gave us. It is their job to see how many of those answers they can guess. September, your job is more important than ever because you're going to be working with either Scott or Brian. Which one do you want?
Yeah, do you have a preference today?
What do you want?
Yeah, what do you want? Which one? What do you think? No?
Yeah, don't put her on the spot like that.
Without knowing the topic. Wait.
Yeah,
You can send me a text later, September. It's all cool.
Yeah, it's all good.
Whoever you end up with, if your team wins, you get a prize package. That includes SpongeBob SquarePants, The Cosmic Shake.
Oh, that's fun.
Eidolons.
Oh, nice. Those are both good.
Two
But
great games courtesy of Wesley.
in particular, that SpongeBob game is it's not just a kid's game. It's like a really good game. It's fun.
I can't think of the last SpongeBob game I didn't enjoy. I think I've enjoyed just about every one of them.
They make pretty good games. They're free to play. Like mobile stuff's bad, but the console and PC games are good. So, which is what this is.
That's cool.
Yeah,
cool. All right, well, there you go. But don't get too excited. You haven't won them yet. You have some work you got to do first. By the way, those of you listening, if you have not filled out the most recent Tadpool survey, there is a brand new one up, and you can find it pinned in the TMS chatter of the Discord, or you can
What's the question this time around?
I'll get to the question this time around.
No, I mean, not like here. I mean, in the survey now you're doing. I was trying to trip you up, but you were I wasn't clear.
Yeah.
And so you thought I was talking about today.
So clever. The question, like these surveys only have one question in them.
yeah.
You can also go to tiny.cc/tadpool survey, all lowercase.
How'd you know about my tiny CC?
Oh, everybody knows about your tiny CC.
Oh.
It's common knowledge, Brian. Anyway, tinycc.tadpool survey, and you can answer the questions there.
Nice.
But you're not going to find these questions in that survey because this is a brand new question. Hands on your buzzers. We asked 525 Tadpoolers and gave their answer to this. Thanks to the mysterious Gate 32.5 in your local airport, we're going to be having the next Nerdtacular in a fictional city or location. Where is it?
No!
Scott.
Orgrimmar.
Uh-oh, did we lose him?
No, my brain had to fart. Orgrimmar in World of Warcraft. Orgrimmar. It's a fictional city.
It is a fictional city. Show me Orgrimmar.
Oh, man.
Capital city of the orcs. That was number 14, by the way. So you're thinking your brain is on the right track for these.
Yeah.
But,
I was sure that'd be a top 10. I'm shocked. All right. What do you got?
Dunaway, what do you got?
Oh, shit. I don't know. All I can think of is Rivendell. And it's just only because I've been watching Lord of the Rings again. Holy shit. I can't think of any places.
Yeah.
All right. That's all right. Show me Rivendell.
Oh, look at that.
4 answer on the board, which means you get control of the board and you get September to help you out.
My elves, where we're going.
You know what? That's way better because that's a much more pleasant place to have a hangout, right? Like Orgrimmar's dirty and gross, and
smells.
Yeah, it smells and it's on fire half the time. Like, why would you?
There's always a raid team coming through, killing giant spiders and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not good.
It was a bad call. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you two are I almost said in bed together on this one, but I won't say it that way. You are partners.
We are in bed together because we're in Rivendell. We just woke up.
Yeah.
And the other hobbits are there to check on us, make sure we're all right.
And you're all going.
We're lying in the warm grass.
Gandalf.
Gandalf.
Yeah. All right. What do you got? Give it to us.
All right, September, do you have mysterious Gate 32.5? You got some place?
I think Scott was on the right track, but it has. Let me look.
Where would I go?
Fictional city / location, and it's the Tadpool. So what about just going with Azeroth?
Azeroth itself?
Oh, that's probably actually a real better answer than what Scott said.
Interesting.
No.
Show me Azeroth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It sounds like we need to stay away from.
Well, it says city, so it's possible we're still there, but just not the whole planet.
I mean, I'd choose Dalaran, but it blew up, so.
Yeah. You can still go there, but then it's like a time shift. It's not really the same. Yeah, you can go to 2 versions of it. The old one sucks. All right,
Uber.
Scott, back over to you. Brian and September have 4 points. You need to get some points on the board.
all right. Oh,
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
I still think there's some wow stuff in there.
Keep digging.
I'm a-
Keep on digging.
I'm gonna say Silver Moon.
1,000 needle. Oh.
Well, I love Thousand Needles, but I ain't gonna be there. But I'll say Silver Moon. It's pretty. It's got
All right.
little.
Show me.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
More?
No,
Just
you're
more.
good. You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Show me Silver Moon.
Damn it! All right, I give up on WoW. Forget it.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody said Silverman. I was just really quickly searching the full list, and nobody said Silverman.
Well, the last time that
Interesting.
city played any significance in the game has been literally almost 17 years or something. So
Yeah.
it's probably why nobody even thinks
People
about
are over it.
it. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Go
All right,
ahead.
back over to Brian September. What do you got?
September, do you have any other places you'd like to go
Okay,
to?
I feel like the whole tadpole is avoiding where the question would lead you with its
Mhm.
reference.
Right.
Otherwise, I'd say that. But Gotham.
Oh, Gotham's good. That's
Oh.
better than Mordor, which is the only other thing a place I could think of. Gotham's much
No,
better.
no one wants to go to Mordor.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Why would you go
some
to
people?
Well, people? I don't know.
Orcs. Some orcs.
Goblins. Maybe some.
All right, let's
Urukai.
take our little ship over to Gotham City and see if anybody said that. Show me Gotham City.
Oh my
Hey,
God!
Gotham,
Yeah, on the
Gotham
board.
City. All you gotta do is hold your tongue and say Gotham City.
I mean, it's
Uh-huh.
so damn crime ridden. Good Lord. All right.
Yeah, especially Penguin's really got that place under his thumb right now. So
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
do that.
Yeah. Once again, I think it's just it's one of those things where it's just on the top of your head, kind of like what Rivendell was for me. It just happened to be something that I'm
Yeah.
thinking about.
I grew up in Buffalo. Gotham feels like home.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's based on.
Like the architecture and
It's based on
Chicago,
Jersey.
isn't it?
I thought it was Jersey.
Oh,
No,
Jersey.
I thought it was Jersey because
Plus
it's across the bay from Metropolis, which is sort of like New York. I thought.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Plus all
on
the
that.
colorful people there, get a chance to see the Penguin,
I guess
Batman.
they just refer to one of the nicknames of Chicago is Gotham.
Yeah.
So I think
Right.
that's why.
Oh yeah,
Why?
I could see that. Yeah, I don't know. Oh,
Reverse connection for me.
sure.
September, do you think I'd be digging in too deep if I said we should just stayed at the Shire? Or you think we need to go somewhere else? Because it's
I
not really
think-
a city. It is a fictional place, though.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I know it said city or location, but
I
people,
think city
have
probably
zoomed in.
includes village, town,
Mhm.
whatever, hamlet,
Right.
But and a shire is that sort of thing, but is the Shire.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I think we should go with Marvel people and hit up Metropolis first.
Okay. Well, that's DC, but
Is
but
Gotham-
I would say
there.
Metropolis. Yeah, I would say Metropolis would be Superman's, right? The
Yeah, yeah.
Supermans.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Still
Might get a
DC.
chance.
Sorry. Whoops.
Yeah, right. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right.
I think you
All
should
right.
do
You
it.
want? Let's go to Metropolis. Show me Metropolis.
Oh,
Look at
No.
number 13. Good answer.
Yeah.
Well,
number
11.
No points, but 13 people said it.
Hey, we stayed in it.
No points, but you stayed in it. You still have control of the board.
Now, typically, I like to think what Scott might be thinking.
not
And
today.
I know
though.
he's been doing something. I would
Seems
love
dangerous.
to steal an answer from him if he ends up thinking about it.
Yeah.
But September, what do you think? Got another one?
Well, let's go with your. Let's go
Oh,
with
you
the
want
Shire.
to steal one from Scott? Well, I know he's been doing another Simpsons watch through, and man, I want to live in the town of Springfield.
Ah, shit. You're not wrong that I was just thinking of that. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could all dress up as Simpsons characters. What do you think, September? Is that the place to go?
Do you want to do your Shire answer first, or do you want to?
All right, let's do let's shower it up. Let's Shire.
Shire. Take a nice
Shire it
like
up.
a nice
Shire it
cold
up.
Shire.
All right.
Yep. Let's do
All
it.
us tall people be ducking our heads down to get into Nerdtacular. Show us the Shire.
Yeah.
number
Baby,
8
good
answer on the
points.
board.
Damn.
Good call, September.
September's got she's got her finger
Yeah,
on the
the
pulse.
pulse.
Yeah.
Got the touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
She's got the touch. Now give me that ring so I can throw it in the fire.
Sam. Yeah. All right. What do you got?
All right. What else you got?
Yeah, let's try Springfield then.
All right, I'm just getting caught up in that location part. I feel like everybody had heard city first, and they just went like city. All right, yeah, let's do it. Let's get to that fictional town of Springfield where I can hang out with my buddy Homer Simpson.
Okay.
Show me Springfield.
Oh, well, thank
Number
you.
20 in the list.
Thank you for taking that off the list. I'm glad
lower than I would have expected too.
It's
These
funny.
people apparently didn't grow up with the 3. Remember how exciting it was when they were going to have the 3D episode when we finally got to have Homer come into our world? Oh, that was so cool.
It was really cool.
It was pretty cool. So I'm glad that's off the board because I literally was going to say that. So I'm going to go with Star Wars. Star Wars stuff is in my head, so I'm going to say Cloud City because Cloud City seemed cool when it wasn't run by the Hutts or whoever, or no, when the Empire didn't interfere. But it seemed cool before that. It seemed like a place to hang out, and we could all go up there, have some fun, ride around those little dual chair ship things.
Sure.
Yeah, hang off at Antenna. It'd be awesome.
I have to imagine the conversation was something like, Lando Calrissian, do you have a small dining room that I could hang out with Boba Fett that you could lead Han and Leia to, please?
And no one will be eating. We're just going to sit in there and wait for them to show up.
We'll just sit in there like a weird Norman Rockwell painting. Yeah. Show me Cloud City.
Oh,
Number 7.
Nice.
Good points.
Okay. That's
You
interesting.
got 7. Brian's got 14. Brian and Ember have 14.
That's interesting. Okay. Then that makes me think we might have another Star Wars on here. So I'm going to say, it's never going to be Tatooine, I wouldn't think.
It's a location. That's where I'm getting hung up at. I just feel like people read city first, and we're like, forget location. I'm being specific.
Of course, it gets in everything.
Yeah. You know what? Coruscant. That's a planet, though.
But it's a planet that's a city.
It's a location.
It is a city planet, and it's pretty clean. Like there's some underworld shit, but for the most part, it's pretty good. Yeah. It's better than Gotham. So I don't know what else to say. I'll say that. Let's do that.
All right. Show me Coruscant.
Oh my God.
Number 10 answer on the board. Holy mackerel.
Holy shit.
That gives you 17 points and the lead.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a bunch of bull.
All right. Now, there had to be somebody out there trying to be, but the problem is probably not a lot of people. But I was thinking, so the bluff thing that Immortan Joe lives on is called it's not the Green Place. It's the other thing. Oh my gosh, I've seen this movie a billion times.
Place.
It's wrong with me. It's not Green Place. The Green Place is all wrecked. You don't want to go there.
Right.
It's called
would have been good at one time, but
the Citadel.
Not
the Citadel in Mad Max Fury Road. This is probably a bad choice, but I'm doing it.
Interesting.
All right. Show me the Citadel.
Boom!
It did make the list. Where is it? There it is. 38. Citadel, and it's funny because I think there's a Citadel in Mass Effect too. So there were Citadels for Mass Effect and Citadels for Mad Max.
Right.
That makes sense.
The Citadel's a
But
great
0 points and 0 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, at 32nd or whatever, how many people is that? Is that just one person that said it, or is there more that said?
Three people said it.
Okay.
2 people
Nice.
probably said the Mad Max Citadel, and 1 person said the Mass Effect Citadel.
Both.
So I combined them and put a little slash.
Just a shout out to them. I see you. I acknowledge you, and I know you're here. All right, Brian. September.
Okay, so September Scott said the Green Place, and I thought, the Emerald City. I always love going, hanging out with the Wizard of Oz. But do you think that's too far in the wrong direction? I feel like they put Hogwarts as number 1, even though it's just a location and it's a school, and I feel like.
I know it's probably that or Diagon Alley.
Oh, and that's what I was thinking too. Because when I heard 32 and a half, I started thinking Hogwarts because of the platform.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I just don't want to.
You only got one more strike left.
This won't get J.K. Rowling any money, I promise.
Yeah.
There's that. Yeah.
Not a penny.
We could consider it ripping her off and go ahead and use it.
Yeah.
I think.
But
so, what do you think,
we have
September?
Star Wars on the board. What about Trek? Because Ryza
Yeah, the
Ryza is
pleasure
awesome.
planet. We could go to the pleasure planet,
dude.
We can all run around in togas and
Yeah,
it
but
may not
don't
be on
be
the
up
list,
here.
but it's the right answer.
Yeah.
It should be.
It should be, but don't throw
Absolutely.
balls near those flower things or any of that shit. They'll take you out and kill you or whatever they do. It's really bad. All right, let's put Brian in a toga. And why don't you guys pick that? I like that one. Let's do it.
Yeah, I like it too. September. What do you think? I think it's yeah.
What?
Either that or Hazard County. One of the two.
That came out left field.
Right.
So you're doing Ryza? Do Ryza. I think it's
Ryza.
safe.
Let's do Ryza. Let's Ryza on up in here September if you think that's a good one. I like it.
I like it.
All right, do it.
Okay. All right. Show me Rise of the Pleasure Planet.
Oh!
You
Number
fools.
24. Why are you listening to Scott? He's the enemy. He's
He's not
the-
wrong though, but he was right. The heart wanted it to be up there. The
I
heart.
know.
wanted it.
I wish it was higher. Yeah, number 24, the Rise of the Pleasure Planet, which would have been fantastic.
Beat Citadel.
All right, Scott.
All right, Scott,
so
clear the board.
5 answers on the board. The only way that September can win these prizes is if you run the board.
All right, Hogwarts has got to be on here, even though it's just a school. I think it's on
It's a
here.
location.
All right. Show me Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Just get that out of the way.
Yeah, number 1. It's not a lot of points,
Number
though,
one.
but I guess at this point it's all about clearing the board. So, I am winning. Oh, shit. Okay.
Yep. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Clear the board. I believe in you.
Okay. Let's see. Would anything in Game of Thrones
I can help you now, right?
Yeah, we can all help each other. Absolutely.
Yeah,
and I'm going to
sure.
pull up the
Yeah.
chat, too. Let's see.
I mean, I have a lot of dystopian stuff, and I don't think people would do that. But what
Yeah.
about Bikini Bottom?
Oh.
Yes, so let's go to SpongeBob. I was talking about it. That would have been how appropriate for the game that was given away today. Or
All right.
Not.
If we do that one, it's between that right now and what's the city? What's the Blade Runner city? What's that called? That's just
Blade
L.A., isn't it?
Runner.
Is that just L.A.? That's L.A.
It's just LA. Yeah.
Okay, well that doesn't
And
count.
that's
Do you
real.
think people said New Vegas?
Ooh, that's a good
Fallout?
one.
Ooh, yeah, but it's so dystopic. Do you think they?
I know.
Once
I
again,
mean,
think
I'm
it's
with
just
you.
Name recognition.
I'm with you. Chat says Dark City. I
More
love that
more
movie.
dystopic than Gotham.
Naboo. Someone said, a few people said Naboo. Let's see. Stormwind is on
Oh,
here.
we should get on. Yeah, let's get on an Ewok planet. Let's go there.
Let's
Let's go to the moons of Endor. Come on,
moon
let's
of the
go.
moon of
There you go.
Endor.
Yeah.
Endor.
We can all sing the Jub Jub song, whatever it is.
Jub, jub.
I love these guys putting in real cities like Cleveland as if that's fictional.
Yeah.
All right. We already said Oz Dillweed. I'm not calling you a Dillweed. That's your name in the
I was
chat.
going to say rude.
Yeah, it
We
sounds.
did not.
It sounds like it's not what I'm doing.
Brian brought up Emerald City, but we did not say it.
No, we didn't say it. True story.
You want to try it, Emerald City?
Yeah, let's go to
All right, Emerald City. Do it.
Let's get some
All right.
poppies on the way. It'll be great.
Show me the Emerald City. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Wow.
Yeah,
I clicked
Wow,
the
that was-
button like
that's
a
it.
minute ago.
I'm scared.
Wow.
I'm scared.
Why don't you just?
I'm
Why don't
clicking
you
the button.
just tell us what the movie is?
That's a third string.
Oh,
There we go. Okay.
What
oh gosh,
the-
it might go off like a bunch of times now because it just
Yeah, that's the
There it
go-to
is.
move. If something doesn't work when you click on it, click it 20 times.
hitting it a bunch of times. Oz, specifically Oz. Emerald City didn't make the list, but Oz was number 37.
Mm,
But there's poppies. We could sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep.
I know.
Sleep.
Well,
I think
sorry.
Pallet Town was my next one.
oh my gosh! It just
Mm.
occurred to me. I had
Doing-
a poppy seed muffin yesterday, and my blood work
Oh.
today is going to show
Oh.
positive
Oh,
for.
smart.
Opium, positive for opium.
Yeah.
Yep, sweet.
I should have told him. Anyway.
Let's look at the rest of these. Boy, you really danced around the Star Wars thing and did not go to what I think would be the obvious place, which is Mos Eisley.
Oh, yeah, that's a great
man.
place.
I
Puppets
was
playing music and people shooting each other. It's a great place to
I
go.
got all hung up on the scum and villainy stuff as if it wasn't going to
Yeah.
be fun for people.
You know, you're not wrong because number 5 is same scum and villainy, just in a different IP. Bartertown.
That's
Mad
great.
Max made it. I'm happy to hear that though. That's great.
Yep. We go to Cyberpunk for number 6, which is
Night City.
Night City.
Oh,
Makes
man.
sense.
Okay, well that was kind of along the lines of my Blade Runner question, even though I knew it was LA. But yeah, people love a good cyberpunk scene.
Mhm.
So that's
Sure,
that's a good one.
sure.
Good job.
And when you said Springfield, I thought you might go over to the other
Shelbyville?
No, the other graining
Futurama
animated show. Yeah, where does that take place?
It's in New York.
New York, yeah.
New York.
New York. Yeah. New York.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's annoying, but I get it. That's actually a good one. Good job, guys.
Rounding out, let's go some of the rest of these. Wakanda was number 12.
Smart.
Hogsmeade, a few people did say that in the chat room. That was number 13. Restaurant at the End of the Universe. They'd have plenty of room for us. Number 15. Dalaran, blown up or not, time shifted access is how we'd get there. Number 16. Stormwind did make the list. 17. Asgard, 18. Deep Space 9. Atlantis, Arrakis. Fluston Paradise on the list there. Narnia, New Vegas, San Francisco, Tatooine, number 29, Tomorrowland, the USS Enterprise D, Ba Sing Se, the Death Star, Madripoor, Mushroom Kingdom, Orbit City, the Oasis from Ready Player One, Twin Peaks, Waterdeep.
Twin Peaks. All right.
Terrible idea. Don't go there. It's not good.
Ankh Morpork, Atlanta, it's a real place. Brigadoon, Canto Bight.
Atlanta or Atlantis?
Atlanta. Atlantis was higher on the list, but Atlanta, I think people just really
Futurama.
wanted us
Yeah, Futurama.
It was switched between the two, right?
Yeah, no, Futurama had the lost city of Atlanta, and it was actually like
yeah.
Atlanta had sunk, and all these mermaids live there now. It's awesome.
Oh, fantastic. Coverville, Duckburg. Flynn's Arcade, the Gates of Mordor, Nowhere from Guardians of the Galaxy.
See, I told you, Gates of Mordor.
Labyrinth, like it's not hard enough trying to find your way around some Las Vegas casinos with flip-flop.
Don't go that way. That's the way the Goblin King is.
Minas Tirith, New Orleans, Quahog, Raccoon City, Shermer, Illinois, the Bullet Farm, Thunderdome, 10 Forward, and then a bunch of single ones that one person said that I'm not going to get into because there's a lot of them. But
interesting.
Nobody said the Clip Clop, just as a joke.
One person said the Clip Clop.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Smart.
I see them as well. I want them to know they are recognized here today.
One person said Erotic City.
Oh, where's that?
Yeah. That's in Princetown.
Prince song. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Sweet.
What was the name of that city that was in AI, artificial intelligence?
I don't remember.
The city where all the robots live. That one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just remember the big lit sign, but I don't remember what it was called.
That was my favorite part of that movie.
Jude Law Land.
La Land. It was La La Land.
Jude Law Law Land.
That's the best part of that movie. I loved all that stuff so much.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Well, that means it's a sad day for September.
Sorry, September. Yeah, these prizes will go back into the pool and give somebody else another chance, or give you another chance to win it. Listen, you may have lost today, but that means you can play sooner. You can try again in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it means that you just have to be fourth again September. It sounds hard, but it's really not. You'll be in there. I know it. I feel it.
Rogue City.
Just be any of the fourth callers in the future, and you're in.
Nice.
And I saw it in the chat, I think, but what's the city for Judge Dredd? What's it? Mega City?
Mega City.
Mega City. That sounds right.
Did you say Mega City, Brian? Did anyone choose that?
Nobody.
I didn't.
Nobody. Let's see. Is Mega City even on here? I'd be surprised. It's. Mega City 1. Yes.
Oh, Mega City 1 it's called. That's right.
Mega City 1. Because there are many mega cities. This one is ours.
Yeah, the one that called 1 is ours. All right. Well done. It's always nice to see you, September. Regardless of whether you win or lose, you're a winner with us and for us and around us. Okay? That's how we feel.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And, it's all good. There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
All right. Tell the South we said hi. Dunaway, you're a dude, right?
No.
You're a man.
I suppose, sure.
Friday, you and I are going to get together, and we're going to do some Donkey Kong Country. And I'm here to tell you right now, I'm going to give you a little spoiler. Donkey Kong Country 3 is the superior game of all of the series. I'm sorry.
I was thinking 2 was the best, so we're going to have to fight.
Yeah.
We're going to have to. I'm going to grab my barrel, you're going to grab your barrel, and we're going to go to town.
That's right. I've been
up your
Donkey Town.
Yeah, Donkey Town.
Country.
We just opened up in Japan at the Universal Studios there. They just opened up a Donkey Kong Country in their Super Mario World or Nintendo World or whatever it's called. And I watched a video of Was it no, what's the guy's name? The
Miyamoto?
Miyamoto doing a little
Yes.
tour of that place, and it looks amazing.
Yeah,
Looks
it looks
so
good. It does look really
Yeah.
good. Here's the thing with that, though. Unless they have a minecart level in that place that actually kills people over and over, I'm not going. Forget
it doesn't kill people. Well, it doesn't.
Pointless.
It hasn't killed anybody yet because the ride hasn't opened. But the attraction ride in Donkey Kong Country is a minecart ride.
Oh, it's
Nice.
so brutal, dude. I've never played. There are a lot of 16-bit games that are considered very difficult, but that minecart level in Donkey Kong Country 1,
Yeah.
brutal.
'Cause you gotta
So
jump
brutal.
between the rails, back and forth. Oh
And
my
the
God.
timing
The
just sucks.
speed of it is insane. It's just
Yeah, and
jump,
if you're like
fall,
a completionist and you're trying to get all the coins and the names of the letters and everything, it's just you're just asking for the worst time of your life. But those games are rad, and we're going to talk about them. Play Retro
you might
Friday.
say they're rare.
You might say they're
Ah.
rarely made or something. One of Rare's last hurrahs on that on the Nintendo side of things as well. So anyway,
Really? Wow.
yeah, we'll talk a lot about that and have some fun along with it on Friday, 1:30 p.m. Frogpants.tv. Me and Dunaway kiss our butts. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? Just wow.
Just like that. Wow.
That's all I can say too. It's just wow.
Just wow.
I'm left with wow. That's all I have. All right, we're going to dive directly into a bit of news before we take our break, and let's do that now. Where is it? Right here. It's time for the news, and it's brought to you by...
Fellow Tadpooler Twisted Fate is streaming Mortuary Assistant on Twitch. Oh, how fun. See the ongoing results at twitch.tv/Twisted Dreams. Twisted Streams. That is TWIZTIDSTREAMS.
Nice.
Twisted Streams.
Like a lot of you, he puts what he's doing in the Promote Yourself Discord, and when that happens, I check those out, and if I see something cool, I'll put it in here. That's why it's there. So go check it out.
Yeah.
Mortuary Assistant scared the living shit out of me. Couldn't finish it. Didn't like that game, but...
Do you just embalm everybody? Is that your job?
Oh,
You
it's
just
so
go and
much
embalm?
worse. It's so much worse. You do that. You literally embalm people and drain their guts, and you do all the stuff that you would do. Sort of. It's a game, but you sort of do all those things, and they're naked laying there, and you're having to deal with all that. But then some corpses' eyes open for no good reason. Sometimes you look down the hall and you swear you saw like a shadow of somebody down the hall. The power will go. It's just an awful experience. If you like scary games, it's amazing, but I hated it. It was really hard
Big
to
fat
play.
nope.
Let's get into the pigs. And,
Sure.
and I don't mean the hippies calling cops pigs. That's not what I mean. A pet pig breaks into a garage, gets so drunk on the owner's beer. So the owner had a bunch of beer in his garage and he got drunk.
Is that a quote from the pig? I see that's in quotation marks. Did the pig say, "I'm so drunk"?
Dude, I've never been so drunk in my life. Do you have any of those friends in high school that would pretend to get drunk or would drink something that wasn't actually alcoholic, but they thought it was, and then they would talk about how drunk they were?
Would slur. Yeah, that and they just love regaling about that time that they were so drunk that they puked. Oh, great story! What a great story that is.
So great.
Yeah.
I can't
What a
believe I
flex.
puked. Unfortunately, it was the back of my car they were actually puking in, so forget it.
Yeah, of course.
A couple who celebrated the 4th of July forgot about the cases of beer in their garage and were reminded when they stored the beverages after their pig had a party all to herself. Morgan Mullins, age 33, lives in Gill, Colorado. Colorado story.
Colorado connection.
That's right. And is a proud owner of Strawberry, a 70-year-old Juliana pig.
That's what I'd say. A Juliana pig. Yeah.
Never
Not
heard
to
of
be
that.
confused with the Giuliani pig. It's a
No.
whole different pig.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the Giuliana pig is a whole different breed.
He's losing his house because of his lawsuit, and I'm not sad about it.
Not one bit. Not sad at all.
Deserves it. Anyway, whom she describes to Newsweek as the love of our life. Oh. Her best friend is a duck. Her breast friend
Quack, quack.
is a duck. At least the duck thinks so, and she roams around our small hobby farm doing things as she pleases, says Mullins. Recently, what pleased Strawberry was getting into the garage and breaking into the leftover cases of beer, causing Mullins to find the pet pig a little worse for wear. She posted something on TikTok about this, got a bunch of views. The overlaid clip said Strawberry got into a case of assorted beers in the garage. She is so drunk. Is the video linked here? Let's see.
Oh, nice.
I
That
hope
pig
so.
is so drunk. She thinks that duck is a penguin.
Yeah,
that's how drunk she is.
That's how, boy, and I don't even drink, and I thought that. Get rid of the border. Here it is. Is it going to play? It's spinning like it's gonna.
Spin. Oh, fat tire. This pig knows what it's doing.
Yeah. Why is that not? Oh, there we go. Continue. But how do you see? The thing is, okay, so you find the wrecked beer cans, the beer spilled everywhere. You see the aftermath, but how do we really know the pig is all that affected? Like, did
well, I mean, you can tell if your pet is stumbling around and looks woozy and sleeps a lot. You can probably assume that it's.
I just hope the video would show it being drunk. It's just sort of standing there. Like, I want to see it. I want to see it touch its nose and count from 100 down to 0. Do a breathalyzer on this
walk
pig.
A narrow, right? To keep your 1 foot in front of the other and walk straight line.
It is a little wobbly.
Oh, it's very wobbly. Yeah, that. Poor thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is how the sativa affected me in Vegas. That's how it felt.
Sure.
All right. Well, that's cool. How about this one? If you live in the UK, you do pounds. You don't do euros or dollars.
Correct.
You do the pounds. So we're going to talk about pounds for a minute. A 15-pound pair of jeans, meaning jeans that cost you 15 pounds.
Oh, I was thinking it was just a really heavy pair of jeans.
It's a fair assumption. I made the same mistake. They are more durable than the 150-pound pair in some tests. So, Zoe, keep this in mind out there when you're buying new pants. Cheap clothes have outperformed more expensive garments in durability testing conducted by for the discount fashion industry. The University of Leeds has worked with retailer Primark. It sounds like someone's in charge in the 40K universe.
Primark. Space Marine, get me in touch with the Primark.
Oh no, we've lost 40 rhesus monkeys at Primark.
Let's see. So items such as jeans, t-shirts set to standards on how long clothing should last. University School of Design assessed 65 products, found that the 15-pound pair of jeans, women's jeans, to be specific, to be more durable than the 150-pound equivalent. Primark will incorporate the findings of the study into its guidelines, and the chain it said, hope the results would give customers better value for their money. Yeah, I mean, I often get this impression. I'll buy a thing at Costco, this T-shirt under here. I buy a pack of these for very cheap, and they're all XL, and they all fit perfect. They're one of the best fitting shirts I've ever owned.
Totally.
And they cost me hardly anything. And if I go to somewhere fancy and get a shirt that's supposed to be better that costs me $50 for just one shirt, often these last longer, wash better, fade less, like all that. Like, why don't we do that test here and tell everybody what to buy here? That's what we need.
Because they're not fashionable. Those white T-shirts you get at Costco, the Kirkland white T-shirts aren't fashionable.
It's true.
Yeah.
But you don't have to buy Kirkland toilet paper. These double. It's that. You can just use the shirt.
Yeah, the same material. And the ham.
Yeah, and the ham. Exactly. And the chili.
Same material.
And the water. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back from this break, we'll have Tom Merritt back from his whirlwind trip to the Orient, as they used to say. He's back from Korea, and we'll see how things went for him. Talk some tech. After that, some recommendals. But first, a song. Brian, play it.
But first, this is great. Alice Phoebe Liu. Some people out there might already know about her and her incredible music. She just completed a North American tour supporting Clairo, one of my favorites. One of my favorite new indie artists, Clairo. I just love her voice. And next year, she's going to be coming here to Red Rocks in Denver to tour with Remy Wolf, another one of my favorites. I don't have plans to go to that show, but dang it, I would like that. Anyway, her name is Alice Phoebe Liu. She has a brand new single out. It is called Better. Here is Alice Phoebe Liu.
Are you suffering from pungent pits? Beastly butt odor? How do you stop the stink? This is Doc Bottom's A-Spray, the all-new, all-over deodorant that prevents odors before they start.
Fairly warned, BD, says I.
And we've returned. Brian, who was that again, so I can write it down?
Sure. That is Alice Phoebe Liu and a brand new single that she released called Better. Go see her in concert with Remy Wolf.
Nice. That's probably a really good time, that concert, I'll bet.
That would be a really good show. Remy Wolf is another one of my new favorites. She's nutty.
Yeah,
she's great.
Yeah, she's watch out, everybody. No, she is really good. Really good. Okay, check this out, y'all.
We want Tom.
We do, and we got him back. We stole him from Korea. They no longer have use of him. And he no longer has use of them. Tom
They're no longer feeding me.
No.
Oh, that's a bummer. I bet that's what I would miss the most. I'm sure is the food.
Yeah. How was the food this trip?
Cafes, man. The cafes. The bread, the salt bread, the cheese bread. It's just incredible.
Oh.
The cafe scene there is, and then there's Korean food, right?
Yeah.
Like traditional Korean food as well, which is amazing.
Sure.
So, yeah. I highly recommend people who like to eat food, which I know are many of you, to go to Seoul.
All right. You got a deal.
I like it a little too much, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Food is good. Food is great. Hey, Tom.
The good part about Seoul is you have to walk everywhere.
That's true.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Nobody wants to do that. We shared that you ate Taco Bell there. Now that we have you here.
Oh, yeah.
You said something about the meat to me being a little sweet. Can you describe that? What did you mean by that?
That is a character of Korean cuisine. Like if you get Doritos there, they're also kind of sweet. They like sweet snacks, and I guess Taco Bell counts as a snack. So the ground beef tasted a little sweeter to me, but otherwise it was a typical Taco Bell experience. The menu was the normal stuff, maybe a little reduced because it was a Taco Bell Express. It was not a full Taco Bell. Oh. But it was the, burritos, tacos, soft tacos, whole ball of wax. You order at a kiosk. You can choose English. So if you don't speak Korean, it's easy. Boom, boom, boom. They call out a number. And the number shows up on a screen. You go pick up your food, and it tasted like Taco Bell. Came in a little brown bag like Taco Bell. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was expecting, because like in McDonald's, they'll have like the Shanghai shrimp burger and stuff like that. That's very regional. Taco Bell didn't do that.
Yeah, I was curious. That's one thing I was curious about, and I couldn't tell from the menus if they were trying to do like, oh, here's a kimchi variant on a
right.
burrito
No,
or something.
there was nothing like that. Unfortunately, I think that would have been more fun.
Yeah,
but,
for sure. Yeah.
Well, thank you for testing.
But the place
that.
was full too. Like it was in a corner of the express bus terminal, which in American terms, you're like, oh, it's like a Greyhound station. The express bus terminal is like a 10-story mall. Yeah. It's crazy good, full of restaurants, and we actually ate at a tonkatsu place there. And so you have to, kind of go towards the subway station into a corner to find it, and it was packed.
Wow. Huh. All right. Well done, Taco Bell. You've made it over there and done well for yourselves.
Done it again.
Yeah, you did it again, guys. Well done. Well, we've missed
Just don't make a run for the border in Korea, because it means something entirely different there, and it's not a good thing.
Yeah. If you run for the one that's water, that's fine, but don't run for the one that's got a big line and a bunch of soldiers.
No, exactly.
Run for the DMZ.
Yeah.
Not a good idea.
No. Well, I've missed having your tech voice here, and today you've brought some goodies, I assume. So what's going on? What have you caught up with and that we're going to talk about today?
Well, yeah, Mark Gurman at Bloomberg does great work kind of giving us an inside tip about what's going on at Apple. And today on DTNS, I'm sure we'll talk about the smart home display that's rumored to be coming. But good old games. Have you guys talked about this?
No. In fact, I haven't even heard about it. We're talking GOG.com, like good old games.
Yeah, we're talking GOG,
yeah.
Who used to be called Good Old Games, but they're bringing back the name Good Old Games to certify preserved games. Classic games will now get I'm trying to find the actual name here, but it's like a Good Old Games badge that will be on stuff that they have actively worked inside of GOG to preserve a game, to kind of bring it forward, make it work well. There are some titles in here that won't have the badge. Yeah. Where they are prevented by license agreements or code problems or whatever from updating, and they'll still package those up with a DOS emulator. But apparently, according to Kevin Purdy over at Ars Technica, you're going to see Jagged Alliance, System Shock 2, Warcraft 1 and 2, SimCity 3000 Unlimited, the theme park. Some really good stuff. Wing Commander is in here.
Yeah.
So these are all Windows. Though there is Mac support for 34 of the 100 titles, and with Proton compatibility, you might get more Linux capability, although 19 of those are native to Linux as well right now. I love this. GOG is a great place for DRM-free games, and it has long ago sort of moved away from a focus on the old part of the O in GOG. Yeah. But it's nice to see them going back to doing some serious preservation here.
Yeah, I agree. This was their whole point in starting. So the thing launched in like 2008, and it's from the people CD Projekt Red, and you're like, wait a minute, the Witcher people, the Cyberpunk people? Yes, that is who this is.
Yeah.
And they've had this store for a long time. Great alternative, no DRM, find old games. It's evolved to be also some modern stuff, a lot of modern stuff. But it's interesting to see them say, all right, we're doubling down on our OG mission, which is usually not what you hear after 20 years of content. You usually hear people say, well, the industry has changed and we're changing with it. And no, this is them doubling down on why they started this in the first place. And I think that's great.
They basically were like, the classic PC games mark is, quote, in a sorry state. And they wanted to do something about it, which is, like you said, it was kind of the reason they started this whole thing in the first place. So I found the official name, look for Good Old Game Preserved by GOG. And if you see that stamp, that means not only is it a good old game, which 20% of the catalog is like classic games, but it means that they've done the work to really bring it up and make it run well.
Yep. There's that little symbol, folks. If you see that, you're in good hands. Oh, that includes Diablo 1. Wow. I thought Blizzard pulled that
I think
back.
Roller Coaster Tycoon is on here too.
Yeah. That's where I bought it. That's the only place I could get it, actually. I think it wasn't on Steam at the time, so...
Yeah.
That's awesome. Very cool. I was worried you were going to tell us they were getting bought or something, and I hate that.
I know, right? That's the usual story. Like, oh, GOG? Well, too bad. They're gone.
Yeah.
They've been bought by big tech company, insert name here.
Well, you'll definitely hear...
No, thankfully, that is not the case. Quite the opposite.
You'll hear more about this on Core this week as well, because that's definitely a thing we enjoy over there.
Right.
So,
that's right up your alley.
Yeah, so expect that. Tom, anything else going on that you'd like to inform people about now that you're home?
So one of the things that I kept doing the entire time I was gone was the Daily Tech newsletter. So I would record stories, I would write them up. If you are somebody who just wants something in your inbox, but maybe you still want the audio, kind of like Daily Tech News Show. I'm really liking what I've been doing on Daily Tech Newsletter. Jason Howell filled in for me on a couple of days just so I could get a little space in my schedule. So you may hear other voices, familiar voices, step in from time to time on the newsletter. And thanks to Jason for doing that. It was a great idea. And he really did a great job doing it. So if you would like to get a weekly newsletter with my writings and a recording of those writings, if you want to listen to it in audio, that is available for free once a week. If you subscribe to the Substack, which I think is like $70 a year, so it's, over the course of the year, not much, then you can get it every day, Monday through Friday, every day, Monday through Friday, not on weekends. Actually, that's not true. We do have a Saturday version that just tells you what happened on DTNS during the week. So you are kind of getting something 6 days a week. Zoe does that for me. Thank you, Zoe. So go check that out. You can sign up for all of it at freetechnewsletter.com.
That is fantastic. Tom, it's good to have you back and with us once again. Have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, man. Good to see y'all.
Thanks, Tom.
Bye now. All right. That's great news on that GOG thing. Everybody's always whining and crying that we don't have enough preservation going on in games, and then when something like this happens, we got to champion it. We got to get excited. Totally.
And I forget about GOG, thinking about Humble Bundle and Steam and all those sort of things. I always forget about GOG. You can get some great stuff there.
They really do. Most of the stuff you can get in those other places, you can just get there. Sometimes they're Steam enabled anyway. Like, I don't know. I gotta spend more money there. All right, we did it. Now it's time for recommendals. We're moving along at a nice clip here, which is good for us.
Can he get you out in time for some Warcraft live streaming?
That's right. Everybody needs a little wow in their lives. Why can't I find? There she is. All right, we're adding Nicole and Randy to the call. Be good to have Randy back. It's been a couple of weeks. And let's get that going right here.
Well, what do you recommend?
That music means it's time for recommendals. We take stuff from streaming services that we enjoy and think you might as well, and then we talk about them right here on the show, play some clips and all kinds of fun stuff. And we have with us returning Randy Jordan. Hi, Randy. Good morning.
Good morning stream. I have 2 recommendations for you for GOG.
Ooh.
And I think these are the best 2 games you can get there, and they're only $3 a piece. And those are Dungeon Keeper and Dungeon Keeper 2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
So good. So good. Dungeon Keeper 2 probably has more hours in it than any PC game I've ever played, except maybe WoW. WoW may be the only exception. Dungeon Keeper 2 is insanely good. 1's okay.
Yep.
2 destroys the world. It's so good.
A certain very, very large video game company that I will not name bought up those properties a long time ago and then ruined those games.
Yeah, they got wrecked.
Those games were unplayable for a decade,
Yeah.
and GOG has them, and they're just they're so good, Scott.
Yeah.
And they're $3.
Yeah, why wouldn't you get them?
Wow.
You should. They also hold up. They look great. Also, Nicole joining us. Hi, Nicole Spag. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we totally
Sure can.
Okay, cool.
Are you out at the shop today?
I am, and I sorry I was late. Mark was cutting something, and it got really loud, and I'm like, of course you're gonna start cutting something as soon as I get on a call.
Always Mark.
Mark.
You heard it here first. When Mark cuts the cheese, it's very loud. Okay? Very loud.
Hey, I just want to give a quick hello to John, who said hello to me at the Reese Darby comedy thing that we went to, and I don't think I've ever been recognized in public
with them.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. So I don't think I've ever been recognized in public. So John, I'm sorry if I was a little startled.
Well, he
He
was
was so nice.
he was starstruck by your presence. I get it.
Well, and Mark was with me too, so it was like he's like, I don't think I've ever not been recognized, and you have.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love
was
it.
a good show, though.
Giving TMS some cred there. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to it. We have got some recommendations to make. Brian, we're going to start with you and your clip. Anything you want to say?
This is a movie, and this what you're about to hear is a very tense scene. You'll be able to tell because the music is very tense.
Ooh, tense music. All right,
Okay,
here we go.
Tense.
Heard anything yet? What? No. Did you get Daniel? No. Go get him, please. We need to get out on the water. How long has she been gone? Oh, Ellie, please.
It's very tense.
Morris and Brandon ain't seen her. Ellie, you get the skiff back?
Yeah, I got pictures.
Jason and Rita ain't home. You see anything on the water?
No, nothing. Are you sure she took the dinghy? It's not there, is it?
Give me your keys. Yours ain't on the hood.
No, I don't think she went away.
Come on, let's go.
Have you called her friends like Amanda or Sapphire? Or how about the Rainer kids? Last night? No, she called
Where's
her
your
phone.
docket?
What?
The skiff, Ellie, it ain't there.
Yeah, it is. I just left it right there.
Anna! Where'd you dock it?
It was right here. It was right here. Your brother saw me. I just got home. How else would I have...
Well, what happened to it?
I don't know.
You best come straight with me, girl. Don't you lie to me right now.
Someone took it. I don't know what happened.
So I thought this was a series. You're saying it's a movie?
It's a movie.
When a man wants to intimidate a woman, he calls her girl.
Yeah, listen, girl.
That's right. Exactly.
Girl,
Especially in the
you
South.
better come clean with me.
Yeah. So this is a film called Caddo Lake. This is on Max. It is an American thriller film. It's funny because in some places this is getting listed as horror. This is not a horror film. This is absolutely a thriller film. And to tell you even another genre it might fit into might actually be too much of a spoiler. Big thanks to Friendly Sleet 66 in our Discord who told me, who said that I probably would like it. And I did. Oh my God, did I like this? And this is one of those things I'm going to be very vague about because the less you know going into it, the more you're going to enjoy it. It is very, it is very cool. Yeah, I'm sorry.
A poor man's version of dark is.
Yeah, and I don't want anybody to say that because I feel like that gives stuff away, and I don't want any spoilers.
I haven't seen Dark.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
I don't know what that means.
I think this is an expensive person's version of something. Yeah. Again, the less you know going into this, we knew nothing about it going into it, and boy, were we completely hooked and loved the direction that this thing took us. Basically, the story centers on this woman named Ellie, this girl named Ellie, teenager, and the disappearance of her little sister, Anna, who you heard them talking about in the clip there, that they're looking for and can't find this skiff that was supposed to be parked on the dock. And that's actually weirdly important. It's very important to the film. The people you heard in that clip, Eliza Scanlon is the teenager girl, but you also heard Lauren Ambrose from 6 Feet Under.
I was going to say, I didn't really recognize any of these people, but I guess I haven't seen 6 Feet Under, but...
What?
You've seen 6 Feet Under,
No.
the HBO show that
Never
took
saw
place
it.
in a mortuary?
Never saw it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I always meant to. I
What?
always want to.
Wait.
Just never got around to it. Yeah. I will.
You've seen Eric Lang he's Radinsky in Lost.
Oh, I'd know him. Yeah, that's true. That
totally
face is
know him.
familiar.
Dude, you would love 6 Feet Under.
Oh, I'm
That
sure.
was a
You know what?
good
I
show.
know that I would. It sounds like my show for as long as it ever existed. It was like, why am I not watching that? I just have never done it.
I'm amazed. Yeah, that's one of those things that I
kinda am
could have sworn we've talked about that we both loved.
What's mind blowing to me is that 6 Feet Under only had like 4 seasons, 5 seasons.
It was
It
short.
only existed 20 years ago and it stopped.
Yeah.
Like
Bing,
that.
bang,
It
boom.
just feels so
Yeah.
much more recent.
Won
Yeah,
a,
it
bu- bunch
does.
of, won a bunch of
Totally
awards at the time, though, right? It was like a big hit and
did.
everything, but I just
Oh
never,
yeah,
never
They
saw
gave
it.
us, gave us Peter Krause, gave us Dexter, the Dexter dude.
Yeah.
Michael C. Hall.
Michael C. Hall, the mom we've seen in a million things since. Like
Mhm.
it launched the careers, I think, of a lot of people that we see in everything today.
Sure.
I wonder if
Um,
there's a compilation video of all, because every episode that starts with a new way somebody has died.
Yes, right.
Like you're like, oh God, is this gonna be? Oh no. Okay, we're good. Oh my God.
I just
Yeah.
need to get around to it.
You do.
'Cause
Yeah,
it's
you
my
would
kind of
absolutely
thing.
love it. Yeah, Francis Conroy. That's the again, somebody you see in everything these days.
Ben Foster. I knew Lily Taylor was in it, but I didn't know Ben Foster was in it.
Yeah,
Richard Jenkins. Holy shit.
All right. Well, no more waiting. I think I should watch this. Maybe I'll recommend it because no one's recommended it. Maybe I'll recommend it. You know?
There you go. Yeah, go for it.
Think of that. All right.
Hopefully, it's not one of those things that HBO pulled, one of their original series that isn't
No,
out available
I
on
think
Max.
it's still
It's
there.
on Netflix right
Gotta
now.
be.
It's actually on Netflix. They borrowed it out or
Oh,
lent
is it
out.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
Well,
watching.
anyway, that's 6 Feet Under, but I'm talking about Caddo Lake. But you know what? That works because I want to talk. I don't want to talk a lot about Caddo Lake and give anything away. Also, you get your Dylan O'Brien in there for those of you who like Teen Wolf and Maze Runner. You can see that handsome dude without any hair, with a shaved head.
Oh, nice.
I've missed those shows. There's like
You and me both.
Teen Wolf.
People
I
like
just
this guy
kinda-
though. They're fans of this dude. He's a rising star, I think. You know.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
Very well liked for
Oh, he's
those
Dan
shows.
Aykroyd in your Saturday night thing you went to see.
Yeah, and boy, does he chameleon his way into that role. Absolutely embodies
That's great.
that whole thing that Dan Aykroyd used to, the way he talked in the 70s, and absolutely just goes right into it. This is also another little key thing, is that it was produced by M. Night Shyamalan, which means his involvement is enough to make it kind of creepy and eerie, but not to screw things up.
Yeah.
He didn't like he did with Trap, which I will still defend as being horrible, even though a lot of people are saying, it wasn't that bad. No, it was bad. It was absolutely bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is all I want to say about it, because I want to keep your intrigue exactly where it belongs. This thing is really cool. Sit there with no phone, no iPad, watch it, get engrossed by it, and watch and just listen for the sound of your mind getting blown. Because it'll blow you up.
Wow, that's a strong recommendation.
It is a strong recommendation, and I will stand behind it. That it absolutely lives up to that recommendation.
You're also
Caddo
not,
Lake
you're also not
on
talking
that.
about a massive investment here. We're not talking about a 10-episode series. You're talking about a single film.
Talking about an hour and a half, 2 hours, however long this thing is. 99 minutes. Look at that. You can find that much time in the cushions of your couch.
Yeah.
So watch it today. 99 minutes of awesome, weird coolness.
Cool. Caddo Lake, Caddo.
Caddo Lake, spelled just like you spell lake.
Nice, like Lake Bell. I like
Like
her.
Ricky Lake.
Like Ricky Lake. There you go. All the lakes.
Like Ricky Lake.
10,000 lakes.
All the lakes.
Whatever lakes you need. All right. Randy, let's throw it over to you because I know you've got a bit of a rush off you got to do here. Let's start. Let's get right into your thing. Do you have anything you want to set up for your clip?
I mean, this is the first time we're talking since last week. I'm probably not going to recommend anything dreary for years. I'm probably now only coming with things that warm my heart.
Yeah.
I just want you to know. I'm just I desperately need familiar and comforting, and this is it. This is the clip you're about to hear, and you all know what this is, but I'm begging you to watch with me right now. Some roommates realize that they've got a roommate they haven't seen in a while.
All right, here it is.
Do you know who would remember?
Who?
Jerry.
Yes.
Jerry.
Yes.
Good old Jerry.
Jerry would remember everything.
Yes. Sorry, who's Jerry?
Jerry was our 5th roommate back in the old days.
Yeah, Jerry's a good guy. Solid vampire.
Jerry was a real leader, a man with a plan, or rather a vampire with a plan.
I mean, the man is all vampire. No bullshit. Even his name, Jerry the Vampire. No frills, no chills, no blah, 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 the relentless, or glad the whatever. Jerry the Vampire. Bam. Thank you, mister.
Jerry and I used to have these really long talks, and he'd actually listen to me. He might have been the only person in this house that actually liked me.
That's true.
That's true.
2 weeks in a row we have Nandor.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
I'm this close. Carter and I are this close to finishing our catch up, so this is perfect that you're doing this, and we're doing this right now.
This is, I mean, this is the final season, so this is when people are going to be talking about it for the next few weeks. So you want to catch up and get into this. What I love about this is that was the very first scene in the very first episode of the new season. And it doesn't really tell you anything. Like there's no spoiling here. There's no way to spoil this show. Like this show it's constantly so random. By the way, if you don't know, we're talking about What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
The series.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you said that because it feels so obvious to me that nobody was going to say the name. So I'm glad you did.
Right. Yeah. Somebody out there was going to look for it at shitoutofluck.com.
Yeah.
So
It's as good as it has ever been, and that's really saying something because the first series of What We Do in the Shadows is remarkably good. Like it's in my top 10 all time. It's like up there with like Fleabag and Schitt's Creek, and they're really like going out on a high. This is their 6th season. They've made it very, very clear they're not doing it anymore. It sounds like the cast feels like they've done enough, and they keep adding as time goes by. They keep adding people to the cast, so to speak. It's hard to explain, but
they always have throwbacks to like famous guests that come on the show too. It's so fun.
I love it.
Yeah,
love this show so much. It's so good.
I get okay. There is one big through line plot that I could spoil. And it has to do with Guillermo. But other than that, like there is this show is so random and it's so constantly weird. And the showrunners really they've really dialed in on the characters to a point that it's almost like this is going to go bad. Like, do you remember actually watching Seinfeld in the last few episodes before it ended?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, they've run out of everything. They've run out of funny. They've run out of steam. These people don't seem to have like the same energy they used to. That was my real concern about What We Do in the Shadows. And it's not showing any signs of that at all.
Yeah. It feels like every time they get up on stage, I know everyone does this, but when you see them at cons and stuff, those guys seem genuinely like
so fun.
They're having the time of their life and they don't want it to end themselves. And they see these videos of like freaking what's his name, Matt Berry crying on set because he's like, it's the final day of shooting and I can't take it. Like it seems like they all had a really good time making this thing, you know?
I can't even imagine taking crying Matt Berry seriously though, because of his whole life.
I'm
I'm so sad right now.
I'm very sad. Yeah.
Well, and that's, I mean, and there you've landed on something that I think is kind of important, actually. And that is, this is the show that has proved that you can ask a great comedic actor to do 100 takes and then use his worst take every time. And it's the best take.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how that works. You know, Matt Berry has said over and over and over that he doesn't actually like it. He doesn't like that they keep asking him to do it again, and so he does it differently. And once he's like completely miserable, they stop.
Yeah.
But like, what ends up in the show is every time. It's just
it's great. I love it.
New York City.
New York City.
New York City.
I love it so much.
That's a great recommendation. Go watch it, you guys. Where's all this Hulu and Disney now, or Disney if you have the combo, I guess, but Hulu is where you watch it. Yeah.
I bundled and I'm saving myself like $20 a month.
Same. I do the same thing. It was a dumb thing. It took me way too long. What the hell was I thinking? It was stupid. Anyway, Randy, well done. That's awesome. Go watch it, you guys. Go have fun at your thing today. Okay.
I'm gonna hang out for a few more minutes.
Oh, you can stay. All right, good.
10 more minutes.
We'll keep you as long as you want to stay. Hey, Nicole, let's throw it over to you. What do you got here?
Yes. I have a movie for you. But before I recommend the movie, I just want to say I'm on the 4th season of Infinity Train now, and it is one of the most wonderful shows I have watched in a very, very long time. And if you haven't watched it yet, I encourage you to pay $12 for the first season.
I don't have time to watch something called Infinity Train.
There's only 4 seasons, and I'm really getting. I'm actually
misrepresentation. Then
I'm just very sad that it's ending, and it's one of those shows that I don't think a lot of people know about because it's kind of been hidden away. It was on Max, and it's something that I watch every night with my daughter and my son.
Brian has a point. Because it's 4 seasons, they should change it to Finite Train. They really should get on that.
4 seasons train is what they should call it.
Yeah,
and it's 10-minute episodes, right?
Yeah, they're like 10 minutes, and everything that I am recommending. So the movie I'm recommending today, it's based on the fact that I went into Infinity Train and I'm looking at you would also like.
Yeah.
So I'm going. I love Infinity Train so much. So I'm like, okay, what else is in this vibe? And this is the movie that came up. Same way with last week. Last week was the Nandor Frodor and the Talking Mongoose. That came from Infinity Train 2, and this movie is coming from Infinity Train recommendation.
The source of all great things. Here you go. I'll play it.
It seems to be.
Yeah, it seems to be.
You mock me.
3 wishes, perfectly simple and theoretically safe.
I was imprisoned by Solomon precisely because I cried out my heart's desire. Only by granting you yours may I earn my release.
Yes, well, I appreciate the symmetry, but the thing is this. I cannot for the life of me summon up one eligible wish. And you're asking me for 3.
Is there any life in you? Are you even alive?
You know, in some cultures, absence of desire means enlightenment.
Then you are a pious fool.
I still can't believe you saw this before me. I'm annoyed by this.
See, I don't really follow directors. So when you said, "Oh, you've seen a George Miller movie before me," I'm like, I don't know who that is. So.
Well, he only made the greatest film of all time, Mad
Max
Fury Road.
And then I was like, "Oh, Mad Max. Okay."
Yeah.
All right. So this is a movie. It was made in 2022 called 3,000 Years of Longing. And you heard, I'm going to butcher all these names, so buckle in.
I can't wait for these. All right, go ahead.
Tilde Swine.
Oh, man.
No, Tilda Swinton.
Yeah, Swinston.
I always mess. Okay, so she was.
Keep going. I love it.
Idris Elba. Did I get it right?
You're closer with him.
Closer with him. Yeah. Okay, so he's the djinn. So this is kind of an anthology of stories that the djinn is telling Tilda Swinton's character. So she has found his bottle and released him. And before you get to the scene that you just heard, what is she? A story. She specializes in like stories. So like she has a degree in like mythology, a scholar of stories. So she's traveled to Istanbul, I believe, and she's seen things. And so you're gonna go through this movie going, is she crazy? And the stories that the djinn tells her about, there's 3 stories that he will tell her. They're just wonderful. And it's the kind of movie that I just kind of let my mind wander, watched it, and then I go, all right, I need to watch the YouTube version after. You know how you sometimes watch a movie and you're like,
I need an ending explained video really quick.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I mean, you can take it at face value. She found a djinn, and that's that. And it's a great movie that way. But there's more layers to it. There's more meaning to it in her as a person and the life she has chosen and how she interacts with the world. So it's a good movie.
Well, here's the thing about George Miller. Between Mad Max things, he makes a lot of good shit that's just different and weird, right? He's done everything. Lorenzo's Oil was him, for hell's sakes. The segment of 30,000 miles in the air, or whatever the hell it was in the Twilight Zone movie. He did that, and it's the best segment in there, in my opinion. Like, the guy is so good and so versatile that I'm so happy to hear you say this, because I've been nervous to see this one.
Really?
Yeah, because of my love of the sandwich it's in. Fury Road, then this, and then Furiosa on top of it. That is a hell of a weird sandwich, and I was afraid of the meat. I was just a little worried about the meat in the sandwich. The buns are good.
It's funny because if I would have gone into this going, oh, this is a Mad Max, kind of, it's in that realm.
Yeah.
I might have looked at it a little differently. I didn't know really going into it what it was going to be about, other than that there was and it's a djinn, right?
Yeah.
It's a genie, basically. So, it's based on the djinn of the Nightingale's Eye. What?
Who's playing a mobile game?
Oh, I don't hear a mobile game.
Not me.
No, you might be hearing Mark cut something.
Mark is cutting a mobile game.
He's cutting the mobile game. That's going to cost you.
It's like, it doesn't sound like a...
No, it sounded like a slot machine game.
Oh, not me.
Ding, ding, ding.
Nope. You can see Brian and I on camera. I'm drinking a thing. Brian's standing there.
Not me.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm petting the cat right here.
Randy, are you playing a mobile game? Are you playing a mobile game right now, Randy? Is that what's going on? Oh, how dare us.
Did you just beat Lapras in Pokemon Pocket TCG? Yeah.
So this was only had 5 days left on Amazon Prime when I watched it. So
might be
is
gone.
It still on?
Let's see.
It might be gone.
37 hours when I was getting the link to put in the quick TMS.li. It said you have 37 hours to watch this
on Amazon Prime. But it's
on Amazon
Prime.
Prime.
It's on MGM Plus too.
I still have that. I might grab it.
If you've already got MGM Plus then you can watch it there.
Yeah. Well, all right. I'm gonna, because I need to finally. I don't know why I keep putting it off.
Yes, it's wonderful.
I love everybody in it.
The poster makes it look like it's the old people's version of Cloak and Dagger from Marvel that you never requested.
A little bit. It also has a kind of everything everywhere all at once kind of look to it.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
There's a poster style that's going a little crazy right now, where you put every scene from the movie on the thing.
Yeah. Random crap all over the place. Yeah.
My favorite Tilda Swinton. Not Swinton. Swinton is when she's all Cockney like that. Her voice in that clip, freaking sign me up. I love her so much. So you had me at that. I also
she's great in this movie.
Yeah, I love him too. So everything's good. All right. Well, that's it. Thank you. Whoops. I almost shut us down. Didn't mean to. That's going to do it for us. Randy, have fun at your deal today. I'll be watching. I'm excited. It's going to be great.
We're not getting one from Scott. Great. Fine.
Oh, I'm not doing one today. Yeah, because of time.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, see, 10:35. I'd have to go for another 10 minutes. This was a
Moose
smart.
Outside should have told you, Randy.
Yeah.
We're not having one for Scott today.
He said it in the chat.
Yeah, I said it in the chat. That's all right.
The moose's mouth was full.
Yeah, the moose is full. Have a great day.
I should have told you.
Nicole, say hi to Mark. We'll see you later. Oh, I lost. I got to kill.
I give her high marks.
Good mark. Yeah, Swinston.
Well, yeah, Nicole too.
Yeah, Nicole.
Her, yeah.
But I love the Swinston. She could say that all day.
Swinston and Idris Elba.
Idris Elba and Tilda Swinston. What a cast. Never change, Nicole. I love that.
No, please don't ever stop.
All right, that is going to do it for today's show. Quick note, at 11 a.m., about 25 minutes from now, Bobby and I will be doing a live instance watch-along of said Blizzard event, Warcraft 30 years event thing they're doing. And if you want to see that, it's at this here channel right here at frogpants.tv. And that's just takes you straight to the YouTube stream. So if you would like to watch with us, great. We'll put it up on the podcast feed and a video feed later for those who weren't able to be there. And then a final note, do get on these 44-ounce stainless steel tumblers because they are going quick. Already TMS is dominating the buying of them. So if you want one, you got to hurry up and get it. Go to frogpants.shop and you'll find it. It's right there. Brian, we're done. Anything else you want to mention before we go?
No, not really. No.
All right then.
I've got Anara here curled in a circle right next to me, so I've been petting her because every time when she's sleeping, every time I pet her, she goes.
Oh, see, that's why she loves you, dude. Look at that.
Yeah,
that's great.
If it were Tina, she'd hiss and bite and scratch because that's what she does.
Yep. That sounds like the Itchy and Scratchy theme. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, how about a song going out to a listener? Boy, this is the quickest request I think I've ever gotten. It comes from Super Anonymous, says, anything, thank you, with song information being Chapel Roan. So I could just assume this is Chapel Roan actually wanting to stay anonymous as she waits to release her next big thing and just keeping quiet, keeping mum. So going out to Super Anonymous, this is a really cool cover of the song Good Luck Babe. Somebody, I think, let me know about this one. Came out this year by a band called Senses and really drives a hard edge into the song. Here is Good Luck Babe by Senses.
Those pants are made for frogging, if you know what I mean. I actually don't. I don't even know what I mean. Frogpants.com.
Shit you cook is shit.
Thank you, Dr. White. Dr. Walter White.
Walter